Hi friends, Mike Supreme here coming at you guys with a zodiac reading. So for this reading, we will be doing the sun, moon, and rising for the signs of Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Leo. Again, this is the sun, the moon, and the rising for the signs of Capricorn, Sagittarius, and Leo. If you do not know your sun, your moon or your rising sign, I suggest you guys look it up. Try if you don't know how or where to go for that information, comment down below, and I'll point you in the right direction. But with the introduction out of the way, we will be getting into the reading, starting with the sign of Capricorn. If you are a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising, then this reading's for you. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we got here for you guys. That's right. So, Capricorn, your two cards are co-create and to the sea. What I'm hearing here is like actually stay in the flow. I feel like Capricorn, you hit a really good stride in your creation process, or like even just have a really good flow with life. Co-create does often talk about starting new projects or starting projects or doing something. But I really feel like, especially since you have both a 4 and a 7 in here, that you already were already working on something that's pretty solid, something that's already going pretty well, especially with 2 to C here. You probably created something that's actually going pretty well, that's actually doing pretty good, like Capricorn. I can't shake the feeling that, especially with this co-create into the sea, that this is just like, you're doing amazing. Keep doing what you're doing. Don't lose your focus. There's something here about your spirit guides actually being very proud of you, Capricorn. Like, I feel like they're very proud of you. I keep hearing like you came a long way. You came a long way. And I just seeing a whole bunch of faces so profound in these cards. Everywhere you look in this card, there's always a face like hidden or multiple faces hidden, but these faces are what's really, really honestly popping out more than anything else in the cards. I really feel like you're being heavily watched, Capricorn. And it might not even just be by your spirit guides. It could also be about from other people too, Capricorn. You could have a platform. If you don't have a platform, then you could be working on building something where you're actually seen by a lot of people. And I can tell you another reason why I'm saying this as well in your tarot cards. But the fact of the matter is if you're in the process of creation, or if you already created and you're carrying on some type of work, some type of project, or maybe even just living your life in a certain way, keep going. Don't stop and keep your focus. Now, the reason why I said something about a platform is because we have the Five of Wands here. And the Five of Wands is always a conflict between other people's, differences in opinions, values, and things of that nature. But this, to me, also screams competition. So Capricorn, you could be doing something where, it's actually fiercely competitive, where there could be like a lot of people doing the same thing that you're trying to do or doing the thing that you're doing. But the fact of the matter is your spirit guides are telling you to stay focused on what it is that you built and what it is that you do. Stay focused on it. Don't pay no mind to the competition because you're going to shine all on your own. So it doesn't really matter who's around you, who's doing what, or who's trying to like come up against you, Capricorn, because you're already being watched over. Your work is already protected. Your spirit guides are in it. There's something about you being meant to do it. So don't even worry about the other people. Or if anyone else is trying to like get in. Continue to work and hone your craft. The Eight of Pentacles is also speaking to me of actually like learning and acquiring new skills. If you feel like you can take your craft or take your project or take your life to the next level, whatever it is that you've been getting intuitively guided to do, to learn, or to expand, do it, because it's going to make you more competitive with the other people around you. Even though you might not really care about it, Capricorn, but this is just to keep your leg up on a competition. Your bottom deck card here is the Star card. Now, with this dark card ending this reading, Capricorn, or at least like at the bottom deck, this is definitely a lot about really sticking to what makes you unique. You have a very unique platform, a very unique way of living life, a very unique way of seeing things. Again, take whatever this co-create card means and apply it to your situation, whether it's a lifestyle change, a project, something that you're building. Who knows? You know, Capricorn, not me. You know. The fact of the matter is, you shine wherever you are and whatever it is that you're doing or whatever it is that you're attempting to do. If this is a lifestyle change, this lifestyle change is actually going to cause a lot of healing, growth, and change in your life. It's going to renew your energy and renew your vigor for life. But the fact of the matter is that you just need to keep going and keep doing what you're doing, Capricorn, because you have really strong energy supporting you. And I get the strong feeling like, this is something that's really divinely guided, or maybe just like some sort of fate for you with the star card here. I heard that I was going to pull more cards, but then I just heard something say fate. And I feel like I need to pull oracles instead, Capricorn. But yeah, the message so far is you're doing amazing. Keep going. And and if there's something that you feel like you need to learn to do better, to be better at what it is that you do, then put in the proper work and dedication to learn it, Capricorn. But so far with co-creating to the sea, it's just keep going. You're already in the flow. I really feel like you're really in touch with your intuition. You're really in touch with where you're being guided to go, Capricorn. So just relax and just do what it is that you feel guided to do. Don't overthink it, Capricorn, because you're right on the money. The Mars card, yes, ambition. I think, let me see. No, that's not right. Mars used to rule Scorpio. I don't know if it used to rule Capricorn too. But what I'm really, and look, here go Neptune at the bottom. But Mars and Neptune together. But first things first, with Mars here, this is definitely about something that you're creating, something that fuels you, something that's like a drive and ambition. Mars is also the planet that rules over competition, like things like sports and things of that nature. So if you are someone who's like maybe an athlete or things of that nature, but the Neptune card here probably tells me that I'm speaking to an intuitive or a deep person. But if you fall more under the category of athlete, keep doing what you're doing. And this does fit with the Five of Wands and the competition. Keep doing what you're doing. Make sure that you stick to your workout regimen. Make sure that you actually practice. If you're a little younger, make sure that you actually practice, that you go through and you do the things that you need to do, Capricorn, to make sure that you stay up and stay ahead of the game. And so that way you can continue to shine and be in your position. But if you are like this, a more intuitive person, there's definitely stiff competition, or a little bit more. People might be trying to be competitive with you, Capricorn. I really get the feeling that you just don't see it. You don't really care, but that energy is there. Like people are really trying to like come up and like really just try to like steal your thunder, steal your shine, or maybe even copy your swag, Capricorn. But the fact of the matter is, you need to make sure that you stay a step ahead, and your spirit guides are guiding you in that. So whenever you feel intuitively guided to do something, it will be in your best interest to do it, Capricorn, because they're trying to keep you ahead of the curve and ahead of the game. And if there's something that you've been feeling guided to learn, to study, and to go deeper in, you need to learn and go deeper and study, Capricorn. You can't just stay at the base level of knowledge. The wise warrior knows when it's time to lay down the sword and work towards peace. Find that wisdom within yourself. Wow, that's pretty cool. The wise warrior knows when it's time to lay down the sword and work towards peace. But I don't really feel, Find that wisdom within yourself. Maybe you were the competitive one. Maybe you're the competitive one, Capricorn. Maybe you're the one. Maybe you're the one that's out here trying to compete with other people. And your spirit guides are telling you like maybe it's just time to like just relax and allow yourself to be at peace. And I can see that kind of message here too. So if you are someone, Capricorn, who's very ambitious, very competitive, and very much want to like be the achiever, be the star, and you work hard and diligently towards that every day, your spirit guides are telling you like, one, they think that that's awesome and that's amazing, but know when it's time to like really collaborate instead of compete. Okay. And know when it's time to actually like, extend a hand of friendship instead of just, always being ready to, yada 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 combat and, you know I'm gonna show you who's boss type of energy. I don't know why I said that, why I felt that, but so that's a message for some of you Capricorns out there. Those of you who love competition. Those of you who don't balk away from a challenge. Maybe it's time to learn to collaborate for now, just for this period. Learn to collaborate instead of like being ready to compete. Jupiter in Cancer with speculation. This talks about speculation is usually talking a lot about like actual like speculating land. So this is something here around like maybe like a house or things of that nature. But I don't know. Maybe some of you Capricorns are thinking about getting a house. But Jupiter in Cancer often correlates, and especially with Jupiter in the fourth house, things that really feel more intrinsic and natural to you is where you'll find the best luck. We find your luck and your fortune. This is really telling me that if a project or something that you're doing that you've been working on is something that you greatly enjoy, there's more luck, prosperity, and abundance hitting that way. The Jupiter in the fourth house also speaks of a happy and abundant home. So maybe your family life has been improving, Capricorn. Maybe you've been seeing the signs that your spirit guides have really been working with you and things are really heading into the right direction. So I really feel this this Jupiter in Cancer is very, very good. This is foretelling, like if you are properly aligned, if what you're doing, what you're creating is something that you enjoy as well, then there's going to be so much abundance, so many good things coming in for you, and probably already have. In a very happy home life, I'm feeling a very happy home life. If this is something that you don't have already, listening to this advice here and really just staying in the flow, following your intuition and building whatever it is that you're being guided to build will lead you to this. Wow. Okay. These two. So we have Moon and Aries with protection. Again, like I said, if I feel like that energy of competition, if it's not you being competitive and other people trying to be competitive towards you, Capricorn, know that your spirit guides are really watching you. I see here the tiger. The tiger has been appearing in my dreams, especially this kind of tiger, the Bengal tiger. It means a lot about like you actually having like the self-discipline, the eye of the tiger actually. Like if you are really focused and ready and like really committed and ambitious towards your goals, towards whatever it is that you're creating, your spirit guides are, like I said, they're watching over you, especially with the Moon and Aries, the protection card. Like I said, I'm no fool. I don't get on here, I don't start channeling, and I don't just say, and I just don't start saying anything, Capricorn. Your spirit guides are watching you, they're protecting you, and they're trying to keep you ahead of the game, so you should listen. And next we have Mercury with Gemini with excitement. So what this is telling me, and this goes back to that other message that I was telling you guys, for those of you who might be a little bit more on the competitive side about the energy of collaboration. Mercury and Gemini speaks of an exciting time in your social life where communication is going to be key. You're going to be out networking, making new connections, talking to new people. There's something here about you actually having like a really busy social life coming up, Capricorn. I really feel like that's a welcome change for you. I feel like are flowing the way that they need to flow. There's so many prosperity, so much abundance coming in for you, happiness in both like your family life and even in your social life. There's so many good things that's just happening for you, Capricorn. And that's why I really feel like your guys are telling you to stay focused, continue to follow your intuition and continue to do whatever it is that you feel guided to do, that's stirring you on the inside to do, Capricorn. Plain and simple. Like, your reading is actually very sweet, very short, and so full of love, light, and abundance. So congratulations, Capricorn. You guys have been killing it with your energy lately, and that trend is continuing. So if this reading resonates, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And if you guys want to support me as a content creator, the links to do so are in the description box. Thank you and be blessed. Bye. If you are a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, then this reading is for you. So let's see what we got for you, Sagittarius. So what we have here is to be fair. Now, honestly, truly, I'm going to pull some cards on this. I'm going to pull some clarifiers on this because I didn't know exactly what this was talking about. I remember this reading well, Sagittarius. I'm like, to be fair to what? So to start this off, I'm definitely going to be pulling some clarifiers. Because one thing I'm feeling and I'm seeing here with the to be fair card is to make sure that you have balance in all things and that you're actually going towards the things that's actually good for you. Maybe, Sagittarius, you've been denying yourself certain pleasures, been denying yourself certain things. Maybe you've been just living a really strict lifestyle. Maybe you've just been living a really strict lifestyle lately. And I really feel like it's time for you to really do what it is that you feel you should do, something that's in your heart, maybe something that you've been keeping yourself from doing because maybe you felt like it was inappropriate, maybe you feel like you don't have the proper resources. Whatever it is, whatever this is, Sagittarius, I really feel the energy of you needing to treat yourself and to be fair to yourself. And and to really get yourself something that you might really be desiring, because you might really deserve it, or you might really just been going through a lot lately, and you could really use something lighthearted and fun. Oh, wow. I just pulled 3 cards. The 4 of Swords, 3 of Wands, the Empress, and the Page of Cups at the bottom. You know what? I'm going to do this over, and I'm going to take 1 card at a time. Just to so I can be doubly sure. Three cards again. 10 of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Swords. That's not good. Just 1 card, please. Just 1 card. There it is. First card that came out, the singular card that came out is the Ace of Pentacles. And as you can see here, you have 2 Ace of Pentacles, Capricorn. Something really, a new opportunity is coming your way. Something that's either going to renew. I'm sorry, I just got a text from my mom. She's laughing at me. What a horrible woman. Either something that's going to renew your energy or a new opportunity for making money or financial growth or stability. But to me, the Ace of Pentacles can also be a renewal of your life force energy, because we all know that the Pentacles rule the physical world. So it could very well be something new coming in there. The 5 of Wands, a lot of conflict, chaos, and mayhem. There's a lot of these cards trying to come out for you, Sagittarius. A lot of cards are just like the 10 of Swords again. Okay, so that was definitely meant to be. Oh, wow. Got the Magician and the 5 of Pentacles. Yeah, Sagittarius. Like I said, like I said, Sagittarius. What's funny is that at the bottom deck was the Nine of Swords, but now it's the Nine of Pentacles. So good. So yeah, Sagittarius. There's a strong, strong energy here of you just really going through it. Really just being in the pits or just really just living something really, really restrictive. But the good news is that there's about to be a release in this energy. There's about to be some alleviation, especially if this is more of a financial and mental matter. Maybe you've been really stressing out over money. Maybe you've really just been stressing out over like your financial stability and safety, which is why, like I said, if there's something that you really want to do, you should probably just do it. You should treat yourself or just do something fun for a change that's going to really lead you to being renewed in your energy. Because for your tarot cards, you have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles is telling me that your heart is going to lead you to something new, something that's going to be physically tangible. And even with the Magician here, there's a lot about how once you reconcile this stuff, this conflict and like your energy, and this conflict that's also seeming to permeate your physical surroundings, because the Five of Pentacles could be like, really not really having any money for real, feeling abandoned and left out. And even with the Ten of Swords, betrayal, a death, or even something that just feels like close to being to death. There's really dense negative energies in this reading, Sagittarius. But the fact of the matter is through all this conflict, the simple answer, the simple choice is to just listen to your heart. Stop really giving your mind. Because one thing that hasn't come out was like these cups, like really in a negative position. You have pentacles in the negative, wands in the negative, and swords in the negative. But you don't have a negative cup showing up and showing out. And what's really funny is that this cup, the only other cup that you have here, the only other pentacle besides the Five of Pentacles that you have, Sagittarius, are the aces. There's a renewal that's going to happen in your finances. Your bottom deck card is the King of Pentacles and even the King of Wands. The Four of Swords tried to come out again too, but the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. Maybe there's a masculine figure in your life that's really going to help you out, Sagittarius. But if that's not the case, then with your bottom deck card being the King of Pentacles, there's something here about you being led to a new opportunity that's really going to land you somewhere that's going to be very stable and secure. It's going to be the right fit for you. The King of Pentacles is also someone very generous. So maybe you, if you're like, a more feminine energy as a Sagittarius, you don't really have to be a woman. You could be someone that's like deeply intuitive. You could be someone who is connected to magic, to spirituality in some way, to be a Queen of Cups. But the fact of the matter is like your intuition is going to lead you. And I really feel, I can't shake it. I really feel like this King of Pentacles is another person here. There might be someone that's really going to like help you out and give to you. But you have to really, you might need to ask, Sagittarius, or you might just need to really allow your intuition to guide you to this person. So let's look at this Queen of Cups. Let's get this came right out. Like I said, the wands keep coming out. Your wands, your swords, and your pentacles keep coming out in negative unless it's in relation to a cup. And here we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Cups upright and the Ace of Wands in reverse. This speaks of like, the Ace of Wands in reverse definitely speaks of lacking motivation. Life has probably been really tough for you lately, Sagittarius, and you've really been losing your zeal and your luster for life. But I'm really feeling like there's something, one, you haven't given up on life yet, so that's a beautiful thing. If you continue to persevere and push through and learn to find the good in whatever it is that you're going through, to really to really listen to your intuition and trust it, it's leading you to somewhere. It's going to lead you to a renewal and to a change. But this Queen of Cups, Ace of Wands in reverse is telling me that you really haven't been doing well. And here is the Ace of Swords in reverse that's clarifying the Ace of Pentacles. You got so many aces. There's something here that you're not seeing clearly, especially in regards to an opportunity, Sagittarius. You might need to do a little bit more introspective thought on it. to clear your mind. That's why the Four of Swords kept trying to come out as well. You might need to really do some thought clearing, some cleansing of your mental energies, and really get down and find yourself. The thing about the Hermit is that you also have the Magician showing up in your reading that was clarifying it to be Fear card. You might need to have a little bit more faith and belief in yourself and in your capabilities, Sagittarius. You might really been going through a lot, and that's causing you to be really down on yourself, not being unmotivated, and really not having any real mental clarity in your life. You need to be still, be silent, and listen to what it is that your heart is telling you to do. Listen to your intuition. One thing I know as an intuitive person is whenever like I'm feeling backed into a corner, down and out, that's when I receive such very strong spiritual guidance and signs. If you are a tarot reader yourself, maybe you should read. Do a reading for yourself. Once you cried your tears and you prayed your prayer, do a reading and see what response you get. If you're not a reader, then you need to journal. Just write whatever it is that you're feeling in your heart, and you might need to unburden your heart space and to get your thoughts and stuff down on a page so you can really see what it is that you be thinking about so you can address it. So let's get some clarity for the King of Pentacles, Sagittarius. It's this one. The Seven of Pentacles. And here go the Ten of Swords again, coming out. Sagittarius, what have you been going through? The King of Pentacles being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. It could be the fact that you think that your prosperity, your abundance is taking too long. That, you've been on such a long path that you've just been sowing seeds and watering seeds and nothing's really been coming out. You're not getting exactly what it is that you've been putting out, and you might be feeling a little lost in life. Or just lost, period, Sagittarius. If this is not your energy, then this might really just be for someone in particular. But there's something here about just feeling upset that things haven't really been panning out the way that it needs to. Let me use an oracle card to clarify this energy. Please clear. Ooh, I just need one. Just need one. Please clarify the Seven of Pentacles and Ten of Swords in relation to the King of Pentacles. Please guide me. Versatility, Sun and Gemini. Yeah. This is about really opening up, seeing things from a different perspective, getting clear, and making sure that you also because the third house is all about lower learning. It's not really going to college or school or anything like that. It's mostly about communication and the things that you learn as a kid. It has a lot to do with your very close siblings, close families, and just being able to talk. Like I said, if you need help, then you might need to ask maybe a brother or a sister who might be a little bit more accomplished. But the fact of the matter is, what's really sticking out to me about the versatility card, Sagittarius, is that you need to have more of an open mind and be more flexible in what it is that you decide to do and how you see your life. Yeah, you need to be more flexible in how you see your life and things of that nature. This revenge card, this Mars and Scorpio wants to talk to me as well. So let me see what Mars and Scorpio mean. Oh no. This definitely has a lot to do about something. I can't remember. When this card is selected in the reading, extreme action is at least a possibility in it. As long as one is able to use this potential, a phenomenal achievement, extreme effort in order to overcome some problem, getting even with something, an over-the-top reaction. Yeah. Maybe Sagittarius, the answer is to do something drastic. Do something crazy. Maybe you've been just thinking about just trying to do something in a controlled way when actually the answer is to just do something wild. Take that leap of faith and just do something crazy. I just keep hearing that. Do something crazy. Do something crazy. Listen, I don't know what this is, Sagittarius, but it's saying extreme action is needed. It could be the answer because that's something that you haven't been considering. Doing something extreme or just like really caving into what your heart is desiring and just going for it. I feel it. You just going for it, just doing it. So let's get some cards, some other cards out here for you. Let's get some cards for the overall energy from this deck. I'm going to just pull one more. Oh, look at it. Fell right out. Discrimination. Discrimination speaks a lot with Venus and Virgo. With Venus and Virgo, this is all about really making sure that you're making like the... And here we even have Saturn and Virgo with isolation at the bottom. So a lot of energy here. 6th house energy. 6th, 3rd house energy. Definitely a lot about your habits, your routines, and the way that you communicate. Maybe Sagittarius, you might need to become a little bit more structured. Venus and Virgo. Venus and Virgo is just kind of boring. Venus and Virgo can be very exacting. Maybe you need to be a little bit more strict with how you see things. I don't know, Sagittarius. I don't know. I just feel like your energy is just all over the place, like this reading. This energy is all over the place. It's all over the place, Sagittarius. I don't know what I'm picking up from you or why. Like a little bit of sage. Because I'm confused. I don't know what to tell you, Sagittarius, other than that there's something here that you have to follow your heart. That there's something that your intuition has been telling you and has been guiding you, but you might be scared to do. Because it might seem a little extreme. It might seem really out of the box, really out of the ordinary. But I'm really feeling like you don't have much of a choice. Or you don't have other options to take, Sagittarius. There's like an energy here of like just feeling totally defeated. But you shouldn't be feeling defeated just yet. It's not over. You still have one more move to make, but it's a very drastic move. It's the move that you needed to take all along. But you've been really unmotivated, unclear, and again, this Ace of Swords in reverse, been really unmotivated and unclear on what it is. Maybe you feel like you can't hear your intuition properly, in which case you need to do what I told you with the meditation, with the writing in a journal, or pulling a reading after you really cried and released. There's so much confusion here, Sagittarius. Confusion and sadness. But there's a way out. And the way out is going to be made clear to you. It is being made clear to you. You just got to be willing to listen and willing to take a chance. I knew it. I was feeling this. And it came out. Aries. Act. Because I was seeing Jupiter in Aries, which is the risk card in this deck. I was seeing Jupiter in Aries, and I felt Aries energy. And here it is. Aries. It's time for you to just stop thinking, stop ruminating, and actually take an action. I keep hearing, do something crazy. This was me trying to doubt myself. Like, no. You need to do something crazy. You need to do whatever it is that your heart is telling you to do, Sagittarius. Especially if you feel stuck, unmotivated, unclear on what it is that you need to do. You need to take an action. You need to do something crazy. Because that's the only way out. Yes, because it's going to put you in alignment with your destiny, the North Node here, with what's meant for you, for your path, Sagittarius. It's time to think about what it is that you truly want out of life. It's time to be fair to yourself and think about what it is that you want and make that move towards it. It might seem crazy, it might seem a little out there, but this transit is really going to lead you to somewhere, to a rebirth and a change. Transits are all about in natal charts is when outside houses step into your natal chart and affect your chart in a certain way. What I'm feeling like is like this energy is only transitory. Like there might be a very important transit, like maybe Mercury retrograde, or maybe Jupiter moving into Aries, which is why I mentioned it. I didn't even know that. Maybe even Jupiter moving into Aries is going to be that perfect time for you to like really do this crazy thing to trigger this rebirth. Now is the perfect time for you to take risk and to like really do something that you might never really thought you was going to do, or something that you might not really even consider on like a good day. This Jupiter and Aries transit is the perfect time to take a calculated risk, because I'm really feeling like you have nothing left to lose, Sagittarius. That is just time for you to do. I say calculated risk because we have this Venus and Virgo here with discrimination. It has to be a calculated risk. You can't just go and do something all willy-nilly. Your intuition has been guiding you to do this. You've been playing around with this idea on what it is that you need to do, Sagittarius. So you need to do it, because now is the time. The stars are aligning. The planets are coming into motion. And it's time for you to step into your destiny, Sagittarius. It's time to do this thing. Do this crazy thing that you've been thinking about, that you've been dreading, that you've been kind of putting off because it's probably not so sane, but you got to do it. One of the other cards that I was seeing that wanted to come out was the extremism card. I don't think I'm going to be able to find it. It's like 88 cards in this deck. And I shuffled. Yeah, I seen the extremism card. So it might really need to be an extreme action. But I really feel like some bad news, Sagittarius, and I'm sorry to say this, I really feel like some bad news might really prompt you to like really just say fuck it and take this risk. Like, I really have nothing else left to lose. Let me just do this thing and see how it goes, because I literally have no other options, no other choice. But that attitude, that fuck it, let me take this risk, is what's going to pay off for you in the end, Sagittarius. So I know this reading was all over the place, but I really hope that this reading resonated with someone. So please leave a like or a comment if this reading resonated. Please subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys want to support me as a content creator, the links to do so are in the description box. So thank you so much for your time and your energy, and please be blessed, Sagittarius. If you are a Leo sun, moon, or rising, then this reading is for you. So my Leos, let's see what we got. Okay. Okay, all right. We have no place like home in a protection mode, and truth be told, Leo, I remember your message. I remember it very clearly. There's something that you really want to do, Leo, something that you feel like is truly aligned with who you are, but you're afraid to do it. You're afraid to express yourself in this way. You're being a very cowardly lion in regards to this. But what you really need to do is to let your truth shine and be your most authentic and truest self. The no place like home in the protection mode is telling you that the person who you are deep down inside is worthy. There's no need for you to hide that person or to hide that energy or to not really let it out. Which is weird to tell a Leo this, but because you guys are all about your expression. But there's something here that really has you a little bit shook, scared, and a little bit trepidatious to really show you who you truly are, what it is that you really like, what it is that you might really be into, Leo. But the fact of the matter is you need to be bold with it. It's time for you to come out and just live your truth, Leo. Live your truth. Come out of the closet and be who you are. Let me read the no place like home and a protection message. There's times when what is familiar and known is not the best choice. Human beings are memory-driven creatures, and we all look for certainty for what we know. For what we know, even if the qualities we seek in other people and external conditions are expressed in unhealthy ways. Avoid being too eager to find home. Choose something unfamiliar and trust that you will find a new normal that supports your spirit. Remember, if you do what you did, you'll always get what you got. Do the opposite of what feels right, even if it's uncomfortable, because what feels right is really what feels familiar, and you will attract and be drawn to the very things you don't want anymore. This time will not be different unless you do something different. Yeah, Leo, you might be trapping yourself in some sort of cycle where you're just like staying complacent, where you're keeping yourself small, where you're just settling for what it is that you know because you're too afraid to do something new, to go somewhere new, or to make a new decision. You're afraid to live your truth or to speak your truth, Leo. And I really feel like your guys are coming to tell you that you need to do it. What's funny is that we have a number 50 card, which boils down, which reduces to 5 and 14, which is another 5 card. This is about and you even have the 5 of cups. So angel number 555 is very important for you, Leo. And I remember I made a joke like number 666 isn't a number you need to be afraid of. It's 555 that you need to be afraid of. Because 555s bring very dramatic and big life-changing changes in your life, Leo. And I really feel like this is a message that's coming through for you. It's time for a change in your life. It's time for you to do something that's fun, something that you enjoy, something that you can celebrate. Maybe even you might even have friends, or might even have friends who's really like, into a different thing. Or maybe you sacrificed a lot of friendships for the sake of whatever this is that's familiar for you. Whatever it is, there's no place like home card is telling me that things aren't healthy right now, Leo. You're stuck somewhere because you keep doing the same things over and over. And what's funny, okay, right here, this little moon thing, I don't know how well you guys can see it. This little spiral thing here. This is the shape of the card that's the shape of the card that says round and round. Round and round wanted to come out for one of these piles. I don't know if it was your pile, Leo. But round and round, here it is. This. Round and round wanted to come out for another card, for another pile. I think it might have been yours, but I'm not sure. Round and round speaks of a cycle. Like I said, you're keeping yourself trapped in a cycle, Leo. And it's a very sad one here with the 5 of Cups. It's a very sad one. You probably had to sacrifice friends and family and fun and happiness. But now with this bottom, yes, and even the 3 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, Leo, there's something that you got to walk away from. Something different that you got to do. Because you have to give to yourself, Leo. You've been doing a lot. You sacrifice a lot for something that's familiar, for something that's comfortable. But it's time. It's time for you to move on and do something different, because this familiar decision, this familiar person, this familiar circumstance, whatever it is, Leo, is keeping you small. And you need to be bigger than what you are right now. It's time for you to give to yourself, to make new friends, to come closer to your family, to really be your authentic self. There's something out there that you're leaving unfinished, Leo. Something that you probably picked up, or maybe a new hobby or new project that you picked up, but that you put back down. You have unfinished business and unfinished work out there. And whatever decision you're making is keeping you so small, Leo, and it's keeping you from really truly exploring what it is that Father, Source, and your spirit guides have for you. You know what this is, Leo. You know exactly what this is. Don't let your past hold you back, Leo. You keep making the same decision over and over and over and over and over again. Like you're really keeping yourself small, keeping yourself somewhere familiar. And this is not where you need to be. This is South Node energy. This is the energy you're supposed to be walking away from. There's something that you need to walk away from, Leo. Something, someone, I'm not sure. Even with the Five of Cups here, it speaks of leaving. And one of the next few cards that you have here at the bottom deck was the Three of Swords, which is about heartbreak. Something about really breaking your heart, keeping you sad. Something about needing to be lost, and you having to walk away to go through a change and a shift with the Eight of Cups. There's something that you need to leave in the past, Leo. Something, someone, take it how it resonates, Leo, but there's something or someone that you need to leave in the past because it's holding you back. You need to go out and explore something new and to really speak how you truly feel. Come on. Can the spirits, can Father be any more clear? Can your guides be any more clear? Now we have the North Node. You go from the South Node to the North Node. You're being called to follow your destiny, to look at the bigger fucking picture, Leo. You're being called to look at the bigger picture. Something is keeping you small. Something is holding you back. Literally, you're being held back by someone, something, and it could even be a mindset or fear. Take it how it resonates, Leo, but you're being kept back, and it's time for you to step out your comfort zone. And it's going to hurt, because you got the Three of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Cups, and you have angel number 555. It's not going to be easy for you, Leo. It's going to be filled with a lot of big emotional moment. But the fact of the matter is, it's for the best. This is either you're going to stay small, continue to stay with what's familiar, and have only maybe a modicum amount of happiness when you can be really, really happy, or you're going to make that choice to kick whatever this situation is, this person or whatever, to the curb and to go on your own happy way. But it's not going to be an easy choice for you, Leo. You're really being called to summon your inner strength and to be able to speak how you truly and honestly feel. You need to really take a look at your life, not just from the little small moments that maybe you and this other person has been sharing, or maybe that you and this situation has had that seems really good, but look at it as a whole. Is this healthy? Has this situation really been allowing me to live to my fullest potential? Have this situation been putting me into good places and good situations? If not, then you already have your clarity, Leo, that it's time to go and it's time to move on. Like, you already know. You're going to be safe. You're going to be safe during this move. When you make this decision, don't think any harm is going to come to you. You're not going to be harmed. But you do have to make this move for the sake of you. For the sake of your life and your happiness, Leo. And you know this. You know it to be true. But you're not saying it. You don't want to believe it. You don't want to voice it. But you know, Leo. You know. You know. Take a look at how it is that how you treat and interact with other people. The Descendant card is all about the way that other people perceive you. Is it? No, it's the way that you interact with other people. Let me definitely read that. Because I think the first house is how people perceive you, but the Descendant is about how they think of you. Yeah. Look at how you invite others to dance with you to relate. Be welcoming while also keeping healthy boundaries. Yeah, this is all about examining your relationships with other people, Leo. Are you the self-sacrificer? Do you put a lot of your own happiness to the side for the sake of other people? Are you that kind of person? Because here we even have another 5 card here with the Leo, your card, Shine. The 5th house, number 5. This is all about your personal expression and really coming out and being yourself, Leo. I don't know how many times I can say this, how much more I can impress this upon you. It's time for you to be authentic. Stop lying to yourself. Stop choosing to play it safe, to play it small, to stay with this person, to keep the same mindset, to have these fears, have these doubts. I'm hearing like it's getting very old, Leo. It's getting very old. It's time for you to like step up and shine and muster up that courage and stop being such a cowardly little lion and make these moves. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be sad. There's gonna be a period of like transition and change that you gotta work through and sort through. But that kind of healing, that kind of growth is something that you really desperately need in your life right now because everything has been stagnant, it's been still, and it's time for some movement and some fluctuation to occur. Yes, activate with the solar flare. It's time, Leo. It's time. It's time. We even have the Gemini but cross-pollinate in the third house, which is Gemini's house as well. Number 41, which is also another 5. Leo, it's time. It's time for you to to communicate, to speak your truth, and to say what it is that you need to say. It's time for you to step up, be yourself, and speak your truth, Leo. Step up and step out because you've been in this area, this stagnancy. You've been allowing yourself to be held back for far too long. Okay? It's time. There's no more running away from this. No more running away from this. This is a really deep and transformative change that's meant to happen for you. And like I said, with Pluto, when you really integrate your lessons well and you go through them, you become a more healthy person, you become changed. But the dark side of Pluto is that it can drive you to madness. It can cause you to hide yourself away in the dark and to really just stew and fester in the darkest place with the dead things. You can either just remain dead or you can allow yourself to be reborn, Leo. It's all up to you. You've been allowing this insecurity, this person, this situation. Take it how it resonates, Leo. Wherever you know you're not being your most authentic self, or wherever it is where you just keep making the same choices over and over and over again, it's time for a change, Leo. You're either going to stay dead or you're going to wake them bones up and allow new life to be breathed into them. It's all up to you. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough, Leo. Very, very tough. But it's what's being asked of you. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of you guys, it might have something to do with a family member, someone that you love and someone that you're close with. Because the card that was at the top was the Ten of Cups, which speaks of family. Like it shows a man and a woman with children. Like this could be in regards to someone that you're very, very close to, someone that you treasure. They're holding you back, and it's time for you to like really move on and to step out your comfort zone. You might be comfortable with them. They might be what's familiar, but it's time to go. Seriously, it's time to go. Let me see, one more planetary energy, just one more. It's time to move on, Leo. For those of you who are in an unhappy relationship, or those of you who in a relationship where it's just been drama after drama, but you keep taking them back, you keep thinking that they're going to be better, you keep thinking that they're going to change, don't be foolish. Yeah, and the sun. We got Pluto and the sun, a very odd combination. We have the darkness, but we also have the light. Pluto is actually the furthest planet from the sun. So let's see what we got here with Pluto and Soul. A cycle has finished. Release what no longer serves you and trust that something better is on the way. It's finished, Leo. Whatever this thing is supposed to be in your past. You keep choosing it, you keep going back to it because it's familiar and it's comfortable. But it's time to make a new decision. A cycle has finished. Release what no longer serves you and trust that something better is on its way. It's time, Leo. It's time. I feel like you have a very strong idea. You already know what I'm talking about, Leo. It's time. So if this reading resonated, please leave a like or a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you guys want to support me as a content creator, the links to do so are in the description box. You can book a reading, donate a deck, or donate money. However you choose to support me is A-okay with me. Thank you so much for your time and your energy, Leo, and please be blessed. Bye.